outer image. It's like what inner beauty is to sapiosexuals, but for people who are into really big crotches. Outer image can also be a nightmare for individuals terrorized by mirrors distorted by a cruel mind's eyes, those drowning in standards upheld by an antiquated culture, or people like me whose clitoris grew far too long with ovaries in a sack protruding from my body. But what if all of this could change? Not by exercises or surgeries or strangling the culture who says I'm only as hot as the John Ham I am, which I ain't. What if I told you by worshiping the stars above and the patterns they make, all while holding crystals forged deep within our earth, you could magically change the body you're into whatever you want? Wait. Is that what astrology is? Nicole, we gotta get this episode done timely so I can apologize to a few friends for making fun of their horoscope hoopla and beg them they teach me their way. So quickly, let's get this under 45. My name is James.
I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Speaking Sentai. Hey guys, my name's James, aka Woody the Woodpeck, and I'm with my queen, my co-host.
Oh, hi.
Nicole Jacobs. Oh my god, check her strut. But that's not important to the show. You can't see it. Her strut is visual. Do a vocal strut, Nicole.
Hi.
Oh my god, look at her strut like friggin' Mike Jagger over there. Guys, we're Mostly Speaking Sentai. If you've never heard of us, well, guess what? Act like you know. Yeah, bitch. And we're a proud podcast partner of the Tokusatsu Network, where you get your Tokusatsu news. We should come up with like a tag for them. The Tokusatsu Network. Like, they're a network like
where
a TV.
Where they make the news work.
Okay.
I don't know.
Like the Tokusatsu Network Nightly News, where the kaiju is on the scene. I don't know either.
No, that's worse.
Try one, Nicole.
No, I already did.
Okay, my back itches. No. But the Tokusatsu Network, go to Toku Network or tokusatsunetwork.com. I was thinking about their Twitter handle, the TokuNet, added on Twitter for all of the news. If you want to know when Bandai's putting out cute Kira Major keychains, go there. You'll figure it out. They might have an RSS link to stay up to date if you do that on Blogspot or something. I don't know RSS, only when it becomes a podcast. Anything else, how's news done with that way? But guys, I'm here to tell you that if you got a red light, just run through it. And I'm talking about running through all that dank hole in a red light district.
Nope.
Converting cash to
Don't do it. Okay.
Or cash to cummies. I'm covered in it. Oh, it's raining.
No.
Oh, that I actually, never mind. If you want to hear me talk about semen raining down from the heavens above, check out this week's episode of Talking About
Lord.
Beyblade. You got to fork up the cash for that content. Nicole, my queen, how have you been this week?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was grumpy.
Yeah.
But then we put the ACs in and I was better.
Okay, let's get
I'm
you.
not like miserably hot.
Yeah, I want you to be miserably loud.
Okay.
Oh my god, hold on, let me turn you up a little. Un poquito.
Why don't you just have those settings like written down?
Because it's we've had this convo. I
Yeah,
thought
I know, and I
it's
forgot.
not numbers. Like if it was at like a number setting, like the other mixer, the analog mixer that I own, that one has like around the knob numbers.
Yeah.
So I could say like, oh, at this setting, when KYP had me as a producer and we bought all this equipment, like I had never recorded people. So that like Brad and Amy sat me down and the only like stern talking they ever gave me, and they were like, hey, you really need to buckle down and learn this recording stuff. And I was like, I'm a child. What? Okay, I'm sorry. So what I did with that mixer that I still own to this day, this was 10 plus years ago, I went home and recorded screams, figured out the best setting, like the best volume for that, and then just rapping at a normal, whispering, and then from 3 feet back, and then 6 feet back, took all those numbers. And then when I went over there, none of it was applicable because it was another person's voice. So it just all got shit out the window. So it's pretty much, we do a test run, figure out how it's looking, and then we're bada bing, no one's clipping.
Yeah.
Chia bomba. Boba-Claat. That's, a Boba-Claat is when you're sucking up boba and it gets stuck in there.
Yeah.
A Boba-Claat.
Yep.
I was about to say something real dark.
Cool.
Chia! I won't.
Are you sure? Because it seems like you're going to.
That's what killed my gam. Yeah, she ate too much boba and it got all stuck in her intestines and she was like, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like in her bloodstream because that's where clots are.
Oh, no, clot really did is what.
Do you think a clot is in your intestine?
No, I'm saying, no, I A to C'd it instead of A to being it.
Got it.
But she didn't have a Boba-Claat. She just had a blood clot, an aneurysm. That's a blood clot in your brain. Or I think it's when a blood vessel bursts in your brain.
Something.
Whichever one. That's what did her in. And years upon years of smoking that dank-ass nicotine.
Rad.
But hey, even smoking all that nicotine, she had a long life. So I guess I'm here to say, don't believe the news media, this lamestream stevia. Yeah, that fake shit. That's actually good. Write that down, Nicole.
No.
Lamestream stevia.
Nope.
It's that fake news shit.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
You can smoke as much as you want and still live a long life.
Cool. That's a lie.
It's a truth.
It's a truth.
Yeah. Oh, okay, fine. Don't just get nicotine oils and have a fun time snack with those. Do what my brother did and would smoke a cigarette while having
James.
a nicotine patch on each arm.
What the fuck?
They just would get sick.
Yeah.
It's too much teen.
The fuck?
It's too much teen for those teens. Because they were teenagers. No adult would do that. Unless it's for a YouTube video. Should that be a new series I do?
No.
How many nicotine patches can I stomach?
Definitely don't do that.
Then give me an idea.
I've already told you like 100 times to post the Frank video.
No, that's a TikTok. Hey guys,
Of
I'm on
him going,
TikTok. But it's been posted other places.
Post it again, you bish.
There's a video that I edited of Frank meowing, but instead of his meows, it's Godzilla screams, roars coming out.
Yeah, and it's the best goddamn thing.
But I'm on TikTok now. Actually, I should say Frank and I are on TikTok now at Marshland Monster. If you want to see me do nature video styles, but with Frank.
It's really testing my patience.
Nicole's been watching this flower show, and one of them.
The flower fight?
Yeah, one of them. I wanted to
so cute
to voice over one of them saying like, "Oh, I think they're really gonna like this flower. It looks elegant." I wanted to say
it's like
it's
the
gonna
fucking
be a stinky flower
finale episode, and James is like, "Wait, rewind it so I can voice over. This is a stinky flower."
Yeah.
I'm like, James, shut the fuck up.
Also, they weren't even in semifinals yet. They were
Yeah,
talking
they
about
were.
getting to the semifinals.
No, they weren't. It was probably the semifinals.
Yeah, okay, so that
Where
wouldn't have been the
kid and
finale.
the dad,
That would have been the penultimate.
and it was so sweet, and I almost cried.
Man, that kid's a bitch, and his dad's a
So
bitch maker.
cute.
So that's been our week, Nicole. We're still good on time,
And I'm
though.
catching up on She-Ra.
You're not catching up. They just put
It's so
out a new season.
good.
You're just watching it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, this is specifically for Steve F. We asked
Okay.
fans,
okay.
also like that we'll be doing it next week, hopefully. But Steve was the only one who responded. Tito did respond, except it was just about Neon Genesis. He did not answer the question. He's just like, actually, there was another movie. And I was like, yes, I know, Tito, there's another movie, but that's director's cut stuff. But now the director's cut stuff is just in like normal things. That's why I didn't bring up that movie. And he's like, well, man, if you ever need someone to come on and talk cringe about Neon Genesis, I'm a specialist. And I said, yes, please, because spoiler alert, the characters are shit, wanted them all to die, sans Pen. And it's just, besides visually, I don't think it needs the acclaim it gets.
And I understand where you're coming from, because it's like all of the characters just hate each other. Like there's no like sort of bonding or like growing going on between any of them.
Except, okay, so I'll rephrase. Pen and the three...
Pen is just there to punctuate awkward silences.
Yeah. The two men and the woman who work in the command center, those two, I was like, fuck, if they die, I might...
side characters.
Yeah, I was like, I might cry if they die. Everyone else, I was pissed that the dad got turned, spoiler alert, got turned into the pee-pee liquid.
Yeah.
I wanted them to just, with a boot on, stomp his head in, but he doesn't turn into yellow pee-pee.
Yeah.
That would have been better.
We got to watch the last 2 episodes of the series.
We watched End of Evangelion instead of watching the last, proper episode 25 and 26. But because of that, I asked, we finished Neon Genesis, a series with such a disappointing ending. The creators retconned the last 2 episodes with a whole movie. So, are there any series you'd love the ending wiped and redone, and why? Let us know. Steve F., only person who responded. So, if you're listening to this, please DM us at MSS Pod on Twitter and at MSS Podcast on Instagram, I believe. Or, hey, Marshland Monster on TikTok, baby. And let us know if there's a series you would love retconned and redone the last few episodes. We'll read it next week.
It's really funny because while watching the flower fight, there was a point where one of the contestants was like explaining the concept of their design, and the judge goes, "It's so deep, yet so meaningless." And I was like, that's Neon Evangelion.
Yeah. It's, I think on a stream I was talking about it. It's like a 14-year-old's freeform poetry. It's, you do, like, yes, as a teenager, it's meaningful for you to write that, but it's not for anyone but yourself. So please don't say it out loud.
I don't know. I seriously think we need to watch the last 2 episodes.
And then, and then we'll update you guys next week on how it's changed.
Or how it hasn't changed.
Yes, maybe. I don't know. But the first half of the movie, up until the ending is just the one where it's like, it was so long. I'll get more into it. But all of the brutality, the action, everything is so well done. Mm-hmm. And hey, they got that big movie budget so they can finally draw nipples on people.
Sometimes.
Yes. Nicole said it's when it's erotic.
Yeah.
I do want to do a comic where it's just 2 panels and it says, Evangelia logic.
Not really erotic, but like when they're really trying to punctuate and like bring attention to the fact that they are nude.
It's literally the period on the nipple. It's the dot on the nipple.
Sure.
The punctuation.
Right, punctuate. Yep.
I want to do a comic where it's Neon Genesis logic and it's not erotic and it's just like a drawing of me without nipples, then erotic, and then me with nipples. Mm-hmm. Or movie budget logic.
I mean, yeah, I was going to say that's just general censorship logic.
Oh, damn. Hey, guys, free the nipple.
I still don't think we brought up what Steve F said.
Oh, no, I'm going to bring it up next time.
Oh, okay.
Like, well, I'll be reading them all together.
All right.
So in next week's, we'll follow up what we thought about episode 25 and 26 Prime is what we'll call them. Then we'll read these if we get some more. Yeah. Tito, why didn't you actually answer the question, you freak?
Which is?
The question is...
Did we say what the question was?
Yeah, I read it.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
No, I thought you just read what he said.
No. Are there any series you'd love the ending wiped and redone, and why?
Oh, okay. I must have just blacked out.
Hey, if I'm talking, chances are Nicole ain't listening.
Because 80% of it is nonsense.
Yeah, but nonsense still has value. Look at everyone who loves friggin' Evangelion. And that's just a whole bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
It's why am I here? And then it's another character, same type of nudity. Why am I here? And then the third female character, why am I here? And then it just keeps rotating, each three of them saying another sentence. And that's an episode.
And then he just chokes her?
Yeah, what the hell was that ending?
I don't
and
know.
Okay, I joked about him jacking
Which
off.
again, like I think that might have to do with like the 2 episodes we haven't seen, maybe.
Yeah, people did say watch those because it
know.
informs how the ending became in the movie. But I feel like it's so out of character. So Shinji is the, in quotes, main character.
Yeah.
He's Unit 01, Child 3, Children 3, I'm sorry. And he's kind of this like, oh, I'll just do whatever anyone says of me, like a little cuck ass. And he's a 14 little cuck ass. And Asuka is in the hospital and he's like, wake up, I need you to tell me what to do. Even though like she's been such a dick and hasn't told him to do anything. Maybe he's just like, anyone needs to tell me what to do. But then later on, the next scene where he's with someone, she tells him what to do, Misato, and he doesn't do it. He's like, oh, Asuka is currently covered in my semen because he masturbates to her because he like pushes her in a hospital bed. She's unconscious. And then like she rolls over and her blouse comes on, or her medical blouse comes undone. Wait, and then you hear like him go like, which he always makes that noise. So I was like, oh, it'd be funny if he's masturbating, but he is, and it's out of character for him.
Yeah.
If we had seen scenes during the series of he lives with 2 women he's not related to, if he was like smelling their panties and masturbating, it's like, oh, that's the logical stepping point. Why did that happen? If a Neon Genesis fan is out there, why do you think Shinji jacked off in that instance? Because it's the most out of character thing he has done this entire series. And choking her, I don't know. He's choking that chicken.
I don't know. That movie, it doesn't make sense.
And then it turns into real life. The ending, oh my God. But, Nicole, oh, well, we're still good. Do you have more to say about this movie?
No.
Okay, Nicole, today we're getting into it already.
Yeah.
We watched episode, I think, 34 of Car Ranger entitled Meddling in Love, The Intruding Girl. This is the part 2 of the Radiata.
Last week.
Yes, Radiata fan belt. And let me just do a quick episode summary off the top of my dick.
Radiata. So quick.
Zonetta gets a mail at the Bozak that says Vanity fan belt.
Mail.
And you need to come to this diner on Saturn. And she's like, I need to go. And they're like, who's fan belt? And they're like, whoa, is that her real name? Zonetta? How? And she goes there and whoa and behold, it's her sister. And who could her sister be? Our good old 6 racer, the white racer, Radiata fan belt. And she's like, Mom and Dad need you back to take over the business. And she's like, fudge that. I'm never going back. Punk rock as hell. That's like my sister. My sister ran away many times like this. Never knew where my sister was most of the time. And then she'd be back. And then I knew 3 months later, she'd be adios. This is all as a teenager. Don't know why my parents allowed this to happen or how they allowed it to happen.
That happened with my cousin. She would like go and live with a friend for like a couple months.
Mickey? Oh, wait, you said her.
No, Rachel.
Oh, I thought you
Like,
were purposefully not.
Like she lived at Brooke and Bridget's house for a while. She lived at her friend Kelsey's house for a while.
Oh, and can we do a quick shout out to Brooke finally listening? Who? That Brooke, I think you're our first friend from back home, but she's family to you.
Yeah.
First family member to listen to this show.
Holy shit. That's a lie. Your mom has listened to it.
Yeah.
It's a fucking lie.
First peer family member. Speaking of Mickey, man, what if Mickey listened? That'd be so cool. He's the coolest.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Brooke, but Mickey's
You
top tier.
fucking should be.
What?
You should be sorry.
Oh, I thought you said... for some reason, I thought you meant Brooke should be sorry.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Brooke, you should be sorry. For what? What could Brooke
James
be sorry
just
about?
loves screaming at anyone who listens.
Yeah, it's fun.
Or pays attention to any of our things until he scares them away.
I've been wanting to post this on Twitter. If you want hundreds of hours of free promotion, just be nice to us on Twitter while referencing things from our show, and we'll keep shouting you out. We'll say, oh, Eric Berry, a Ranger Command Power Hour. Hey, patreon.com/Ranger Command PH. Duo Grun Fox. Steve F., a.k.a. at Hit People Guy.
HPG.
It Take Two to Toku. Oh, thank you so much for loving Talking About Beyblade. The reviews are finally in.
Trekkie BB-8.
Talking About Beyblade is a funny, hilarious show.
PP Laythrough.
Dan, episode, baby. He was episode. He's been on the show before.
Yes.
But yeah, Talking About Beyblade. Its reviews are in, Nicole, and people are loving it.
Yeah.
And by people, it is multiple.
Yes. No.
It's at least.
No.
It's not person is loving it. It is people are loving it.
That's
yes.
a lie.
Tito, It Takes Two to Toku, and C.
You paid them to say that.
Technically, they're paying us to say that. It's a behind the paywall show. Oh shoot! Hey guys, Saturday we're doing Jackbox games. Go to our YouTube and Facebook page. Links in the description. And our $10 patrons, they gonna be there too. But back to the episode summary. Fan belts are at head.
Wait, are we playing Quiplash?
We're playing Quiplash. We're playing Drawful.
Yeah, so you can actually play along with us.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Tune in.
I did a little one, so at the end we could really talk about it.
A nipple-sized one.
Yes. Ooh, my nipple size. Not Frank's
so
nipple
real
size.
big.
No, Frank's nipples are real big.
No, his are tiny.
No, he's got thick ones.
Speaking of thick, what about the Bozok's thigh in this episode?
Yeah, so all of a sudden...
You kept talking about... Fuck, what? There was something that their teeth that you kept talking about. And I'm like, their teeth, look at their fucking thick ass thighs.
He has gold teeth, all of them.
Yeah.
Because he's paparazzi. We see FF Munchori, and he's got film stock hair, gold teeth, and thick thighs. Which I was like, Christmas in July with them old reefs. Film hair, big thighs, and some gold teeth.
Why?
I don't know. Because I was like film hair, gold teeth, in my mind. So I had to old reefs, reefs puffer.
But the thing you fucked up is you didn't say Pissmas.
Well, I want Pissmas in July.
You fucked it up.
Pissmas in July has good reefs still because we're pissing on them. They're staying hydrated.
That kills them.
No, they don't.
Yes, it does.
I have very clear pee. So
okay.
I think if you drink a lot of water and pee on a bush, it'll stay living.
No,
it's dog pee that kills.
It.
Dog pee kills.
It's all pee.
Dog pee kills.
All pee.
So do cigarettes, guys. Don't smoke them. Very conflicting messages. Okay, so we see this paparazzi guy because they think who Zonetta is meeting is her ex-boyfriend. So he's like, I'm going to get the scoop. And goes there and hilarity ensues because Zonetta lets it slip.
Her to Earth?
Oh, no. Well, yes. The film stock hair fan belt to Earth. Let's just call her White Racer. she goes to Earth and the Bozak alert goes, and plot-wise, we'll get more into notes, but the major plot thing is White Racer knows that Zonetta likes Red Racer, and she's trying to matchmake them so he becomes her big brother and heir to the fan belt fortune business.
Yeah, she's trying to get her sister to come home.
Yeah.
Is the goal.
And hey, what speaks louder than earning for homesickness than falling in love?
Which, like, they don't say what their family does.
Not yet. I know what they do, though.
Okay.
Do you want to know?
Because in a past episode... Or future episode?
No, I think a past. She was like farming.
Yeah, she was farming. And I was like, maybe that's not her family's business. Maybe she's just saying that like that would be her only option if she went home or something.
I believe it is like a farm planet, if I recall properly. So it's just like dirt there.
Yeah.
But no, that's not her job. No. So let's get into notes, Nicole, now that we butchered shit.
And her real name is Vanity Mirror.
And it's nice. Vanity Mirror fan belt.
Yes. You kept saying Vanity fan belt.
Yeah. You can have a vanity fan belt.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, for clarity.
It's like the fan belt that a vanity fan needs a belt inside of it. You know, when you get at Cedar Point, and a vanity fan belt is the one inside of that tiny Cedar Point branded hand fan.
Sure.
Hand fan. Say that 10 times fast. Hand fan. Fan fan.
No.
Pen.
So this is a total tangent.
Okay.
I was at the grocery store and I wanted Seagram's, the like tropical, like basically Kool-Aid stuff, but they didn't have it, which I've checked before and they didn't then either, but I was like, maybe it's been long enough that they have it now. And then I saw that they had strawberry rum, and I'm real upset because now I want strawberry rum and like mix it with iced tea. It would be so good.
Or raspberry rum.
Well, they didn't have raspberry.
I'm going to give you a raspberry.
But I don't want to go to the store.
I'll go. If I can drink half of the bottle and baby bird it into your mouth.
Ew, no.
Okay, so this episode started out nice.
Yeah.
Because Red Racer Kyosuke is having a daydream of being married to his...
daymare.
Oh, yes.
She beats him up.
Yeah. Being married to Zonetta, you gotta let me get
She's
there.
like, you're not Red Racer, and beats the shit out of him.
Because he's a monkey face, ordinary citizen, and then just uppercuts him.
Yeah.
A nice 1-2 Rocky Balboa style. And they're like, dude, you are the leader. Act like it in love, okay? Lead yourself to love instead of being a little, oh, Zonetta don't like me. Take action.
Well, they're not pushing him one way or the other. They're just saying like fucking do something about it.
Okay, yeah. Because he didn't like her. Let's be friends. Oh, I like her.
Yeah.
It's one of those schoolyard romances. You ever
have?
And
Zonetta has a picture of Red Racer in her wallet.
As the like outside of the wallet. It would be like on phone cases, what's facing out is usually your CTA card. Put a picture of a guy with a helmet on.
Sure.
Red style.
Why not?
The Bozak in this episode, past episodes, they switched to being the healthy Bozak.
Yes.
Thought that would help. Then they switched to the stupid Bozak. And that's not going to cut it. But you want to know what will? Satan. Being the devil Bozak, because Satan saves all. He's for all, by all, newgrounds.com. You ever watch newgrounds.com porn?
Never.
Anyone out there?
So they put like new ingredients in the Emoyokon.
Yes, they put DHA, which is like decachlorhydric acid. It's just like a fatty amino acid type deal.
Calcium.
And then barbarian. What the thing they are.
Barbarian?
Yes. And it actually,
Did it do anything?
I don't think it did. He doesn't get extra violent. That was their intent. And it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It does what it has always done.
It's just
Make him
regular,
grow big.
yeah.
He should have just started raging and tearing up everything. Like, they should have had him rip off one of RV Robo's arms and smack him with it, make it really brutal.
Sure. Can we talk about the cat robot?
Yeah. I was going to, at the beginning of this, say, like, this needs to be quick because we need at least 10 minutes devoted to just that.
God. White Racer turns her cat car into a cat robot.
A transformer.
It's kind of creepy at first because of the meow noise they use.
I didn't think anything creepy of it.
But then it's not.
How it meows like, meow.
No, it's like meow.
That's the first one I was going to do, but I was like, everyone would guess I would do that. You are
So you're
me.
saying I'm a basic bitch.
Ooh, the first word,
It's fucking true.
but not the second. I'll never call you that. Just like Tupac, I'll never call you bitch, but then I end the song there because he says again.
Oh.
I remember I bought that CD, Better Days, and my dad, when he found that I had it, he's like, Best Buy let you get this. Oh, let me F the world. That's what you're listening to. Oh, I'll never call you bitch again. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's actually a very good song about, owning up to your mistakes as a terrible man and being better towards women. My dad did not see it that way.
My parents did not monitor what music I listened to at all.
That's insane.
Like, they didn't care.
It wasn't until I started listening to rap about just a horrific murder that they said, yeah, man, it's fine.
Weird.
But if it's black people, they said,
My
no.
sister cared. Oh my God.
Yeah. It's very, very, like, in retrospect, they were fine with, like, the Juggalo stuff, but black people saying the N-word, they were like, no.
I can understand that, though.
I can understand, like, me blaring it out the windows.
Yeah, that's where my stance is.
But me just listening to it, they said no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was hindsight 420 of them not good. Doesn't paint them in a good picture.
Yeah. Like, my sister would, I would play the music out loud for everyone in that house to hear.
On your huge ass surround
including
sound.
my mom, and my sister would be like, did they just say shit? And I'm like, yeah.
She said, hey,
and I was
no one
like,
gives a shit.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure. Or no, I wasn't pretty sure. I was like, okay, how about when you listen to music about someone just saying where they're gonna hide their weed the entire time?
Oh, well, she must have been listening to Cottonmouth
And
Kings.
she shut the fuck up right quick. And I was like, yeah, bitch, you think you're better than me? You think you're better than me?
Better than me, better than me. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Nicole's tucking in her pants, right? Or
My
her
shirt.
shirt into her pants.
I don't know, because I was playing with it. And then I was like, this is a thing I can do.
It's like how you scratch your ankles. You're like, oh, I'll just tuck my pants into my sock. It's the same thing. Or me with my hair. I tuck my hair into a hat.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I need to mess with things.
Idle hands, baby. They're the devil's deeds.
Whoa, that's spooky.
That's why I'm always jacking it.
Wait, I'm pretty sure that's what they mean by that.
I know. It could be rolling up weed blunts.
Oh, no.
A cocaine cigarette.
Yeah.
That's just a cigarette that you dip in a cocaine.
Yeah.
Kind of like a pixie stick, and then you smoke it.
Yeah.
That's real.
But then it turned out that my mom doesn't give a fuck if you smoke weed, apparently. So
She's into it these days. I saw her
not.
smoking a stogie.
What? You did not.
And she's like, man, this hits hard. This is a heady sativa.
'Cause Josh and his friends would smoke weed all the time, and it would just stink up the whole upstairs, and they did not hide it well at all.
So they had something called Ben's room. And what Ben's room is, Nicole has an older house.
What? There's got to be a name for what that is.
I think it's just a storage space.
A tiny, tiny storage closet like in Coraline.
But it's
but
technically
instead
not.
of in Other Mother, there's just ladybugs in there.
It was pretty much like a small room, like a cat room, kind of. Like, picture a normal sized room, but scale it down for a cat, where you could go in. It's for storage, but what they would do is they would hang out in this room. And they're thinking, oh, we're another room away from them. We can smoke weed in here. No one's going to smell it. No one's going to be the wiser.
They would like have the window open and shit.
Except it's inside the walls, which means it's going throughout the entire house. They're hotboxing the walls. That's what they were doing.
Yeah. But my mom like knew and she didn't give a fuck.
She gave a fuck. This is how I took it because I was there some of those times. She gave a fuck that they were so blatantly doing it, and she felt disrespectful out of that. But
disrespected.
Of like you can't even try and hide it.
Yeah.
Come on, you know I'm here.
Yeah.
The only time I saw that your parents get really mad is that one time I went there and there were just random people, no Josh, no one else, just random people in your guys' hot tub.
Fucking Dan and Maddie.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were like, the fuck?
That's the only time I've ever seen your parents mad. Oh, except losing at bar trivia. They peeved.
Flipping tables all up and down the place. But like, okay, my sister smoked weed too when she was in high school, and she was terrible at hiding it in a different way, where like she just bought, she had so much stuff with like Bob Marley's face on it and stuff, and it's like, dude.
But everyone did.
No. No.
Oh man, I remember I smoked weed, but prior to that, my friends were smoking weed in the 6th grade, and they were really into Bob Marley. I was like, man, Bob Marley in the $3 bin at Meijer, I'm going to check out his greatest hits, and I listened to it. I was like, this is bullshit. Why are people into this?
Because they're high as fuck, bro.
And it's all major chords. That's probably why I hated it.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not into that bullshit. I want hardcore ass shit, guys.
Yeah, dude.
But then I smoked weed and I was like, damn, man, I love Bob Marley. I'm kidding. No, not at all. The only weed smoke songs I ever liked were Cottonmouth Kings.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna smoke
Friday
weed.
night.
No, that's my friend Dakota Rust. Heavily influenced by Cottonmouth Kings. He had this song, This Is How I Started. This is how I started smoking weed. He recorded at 15 but sounded like he was 7 years old.
Yeah.
He had a very high-pitched voice. He smooched your sister.
How did we get here?
I don't know. I don't know how we got on smoke. You brought us to smoking weed.
Oh, I think my whole point was that, like, I honestly don't remember. I think I was going to lead it up to Josh smoking weed out of spite because my mom wouldn't let him hang out with Big Josh or something.
No, I know where we got on this.
And then he got mad and was like, fine, I'll just hang out with the kids from high school and all they fucking do is smoke weed. And if that's what you want me to do, fine. And so that's what he did.
That, unfortunately, is how Muskegon rolls.
Yeah.
They don't give teens anything to do.
Yeah, because there's nothing to fucking do.
So, you can go to the beach. It's so beautiful there. Yeah, you want to know what makes it even more beautiful after
smoking weed.
Yes, after the 100th time of doing the same thing to make it different, smoke weed. I'm gonna smoke weed for the rest of my life. We got on this by talking about how my parents wouldn't let me listen to bad music.
Yeah.
Zordon. Okay. Oh shit, Nicole. We got to start.
What
getting
is this?
through notes.
Engaged with Nicolas Cage? Am I right?
This is one of my favorite episodes because of the set design that they've used.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, when they're on RV Robo's chest, and then the Saturn
that was
diner,
cool.
that set is so good.
That ramen place.
Yeah.
I think they called it a food truck.
Yeah, I'm calling it a diner, baby.
It's definitely not a diner.
It's
one of those like cute ramen places with like one bench big enough for like 3 people, and there's like kind of like flag banner things hanging down.
Yeah, a little diner.
It's like a little stall, and it's really cute.
It's like a bathroom diner or a farm diner, like a horse stall.
Yeah, man.
But so I don't know if Nicole noticed this. The actress playing the white racer is a different actress.
I didn't even notice.
That's why they say she looks different than last time we saw her, right?
Okay.
So I believe the first actress got sick.
Yeah.
Like very ill. She's still fine. She's good now. So they had to get another actress. And I think this one's better because they did age her up greatly in this one. I did check. First one was 13. This one, 17.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So a vast difference.
Yeah.
Vast deference. That's in like a penis, I think.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I got cut.
Okay.
To no longer make baby. So this guy has a megaphone. And he I don't know why does that. Do paparazzi? A director would have a megaphone.
I guess.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But I put down that Nicole is
because he's like press, I guess.
Ooh, rhyming.
I don't know.
But I put down Nicole is my megaphone because she allows me to speak louder through confidence and support. And Nicole, how am I your megaphone?
What the fuck? This is a trap.
How would you say I'm your megaphone?
Samesies.
Okay. I thought you were going to say because you promote me so, you champion my product so much into microphone megaphone.
Ditto.
No, man, you cool.
Remember that in the 90s? And you'd say ditto all the time.
Yeah, the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Nicole, so
yes.
they exchange diaries because Radietta says, hey.
I mean, they don't.
That's how manga says you should be falling in love, exchanging diaries. And
it's cute that like both of them did the same thing. Like when researching love, they just like picked up the nearest manga.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's cute.
And I was going to say, Nicole, we should do that. I should write you a diary, and it 100% would read exactly like religious text. Where are you, our God?
Okay.
It'd be like a pamphlet that I'd hand out to people. I'm not just exchanging it with you. I'd say, hey, do you want the true Lord and Savior?
That says, Gorp is Lord. Goop is Lord.
Do you want to see the most radiant light you have ever seen? Look at my queen, my goddess, stand in just the lowest of lighting. Because Nicole's real pale, guys. Yeah, like even right now, we're in, blinds down.
Like in that guy in the sunlight.
Slender Man?
Oh no.
Nicole Slender Man, guys.
Oh no.
You'd be a stumpy man.
What?
You short as hell.
No.
Gods don't need to stand tall to bow down to.
I'm the Pied Man.
I thought you were gonna say I'm the Pied Piper.
No, I'm upside down man, remember?
No, you're not. What are you talking about?
Remember?
Upside Down Man's my friend. I hope.
Cool.
Fingers crossed. I can't wait for him to be on Talking About Beyblade.
Oh my God. You are so weird.
He's cool.
All right.
Guys, check out our call-in show and then a few streams.
I'm surprised you haven't just made
I will eventually.
Collection.
Make a supercut of us.
A supercut, sure.
One of the funniest things in this episode was this picture guy, the Bozak, takes pictures of them and he says, it's of your most embarrassing moments. And it's printed on film and he throws them at them. And it's like they're getting kicked in the butt by Wumpers. One of them fell down. The pink racer, a Wumpers looking up her skirt. But then for yellow racer, Natsumi, Natsumi. That's her name, right? I hope so.
Yes.
Man, What happened to Shoji,
I
Reen?
don't know the names of any of the
Oh,
racers.
no, Nicole.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's Natsumi.
Okay.
But hers is just a normal child pointing at her and crying.
Yeah.
It's good. This show's funny.
White Racer does fight the Wumpers.
Oh, yeah.
And just does the gentlest flip to one of them.
She flips them and then just jumps over leapfrog style, running at, like if leapfrog was you know how cool kids, those traffic things, they're just like pillars of cement jolting from the ground so cars don't go down a sidewalk.
Sure.
And they hop over that.
Yeah.
She did that to the Bozak and then was just like, he's done. I finished him off because he fell down.
Yeah.
She didn't give a shit about that dude, saying he is the most non-threatening dude I've ever seen. But what were we talking about? One thing we forgot to mention about Radiacar Robo is it's got a little boombox intercom that she talks into. And it's really cute. And
yeah.
It had its eyes blinked with animation that made it look very real.
Yeah.
It added that little manja to it.
The film that they were tied up with was so loose.
Yeah, it also didn't look really like film. It just looked like brown rope, but not rope.
It was film.
Okay.
But then I was like, oh yeah, it's a comedy series. It's probably supposed to be that way for comedic effect.
Like the Yuck Yucks?
Yeah.
Kind of like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
You see Scooby-Doo get pinned down by a popcorn man. The kernels are going to be too big for a real corn on the cob. But for Scooby-Doo cob, it's accurate.
Are you 5?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Fuck?
Scooby-Doo for all ages. For me, who's my age, and for anyone who is their age.
Okay.
Except Scooby-Doo and Rule 34.
Yeah.
Pahil's Scooby-Doo. Children shouldn't be looking at that.
Yeah.
That's Scooby-Doo railing Daphne. Bestiality style.
Wow.
And then Shaggy's looking from the corner like, Scoob!
Wow.
Do you need a Scooby snack? Or he's eating the Scooby snacks and he's like,
No.
Meh.
Okay.
One of the saddest things I've seen in a long time is Shaggy going into, it's a comic. It's Shaggy at like a department store at the checkout and it's Scooby snacks. And the attendant is like, you know those are for dogs, right? And then he like looks sad and then he's at Scoob's grave and is crying. And I'm like, no, Corey, why do you keep posting this? Corey from Hit It and Crit It. And speaking of Nicole, you got any more or are we going to plugs?
No, we're good.
All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. And if you want to check out Nicole stuff, where should they do it?
Go to darlinghomebody.com.
Oh, them stickers.
I got stickers. I got fabric face masks that I made with my sewing machine. I got patches. I got pins. I got keychains. I got all the things you don't need.
And I got hose.
In different area codes. So if you want to be one of those hoes, buy stuff and I'll send it to you.
And your area code.
To make my dreams come true, Billy on the streets. Street. Patreon.com/darlinghomebody for monthly stickers.
Whoa.
Go to follow Darling Homebody on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and Facebook.
Yeah. Hey, guys, if you'd like to see us play Jackbox games May 30th on YouTube and Facebook, just search Mostly Speakin' Sentai. I believe there are links in the description for that. You can be a part of the audience. Unless you're a $10 and above patron, you'll be able to be in the game playing with us. Speaking on a microphone. We're doing it through Google Hangouts. So if you got that and a laptop microphone, you're in it to win it.
And $10.
Yes, and $10. Unless all of a sudden we get like 20 patrons, $10, I'd be like, I truly don't know what we're supposed to do here.
It's just the first
come, first serve.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we'll do. Thank you so much, my queen. And hey, there will be, at this time, we have a few scheduled other Marshland Media co-hosts. And speaking of that, oh my God. If you'd like to hear them, go over to MLMpod.com to hear podcasts such as What the Hell Mouth, This Movie's Gay, and Hit It and Crit It, Ooh Baby, Ooh Baby. Check out my music under Marshland Monster. I have a new CD out not too long ago, and last year I put out a Godzilla-related CD that is very, very good. Go over to MLMpod.com/Marshland Monster for information about that shit. Or there's a link tree, I think, in the description that will take you to my music on Spotify and stuff. Or just search Marsh space Land space Monster. And, oh my God, we were talking about our patrons earlier. Go to patreon.com/MLMpod to tier, to pledge. $5 and above gets you a podcast every single week that is exclusive to Patreon. And if you're a $10, you get shout-outs every week where I write you into Car Ranger. So let's begin with that, baby. First, we have Steve F., a.k.a. Hit People Guy and #1 philanthropist in Car Ranger. Have you or a loved one recently ingested Bari Barin infused emo yokon with the promise you'll become as violent as the likes of the devil itself, but instead you grew 20 times your size, preventing you from performing everyday tasks such as working at the zoo or spending quality time with your children? Well then, Steve F's Baited Bozak Bequeathing Fund needs you to sign its class action lawsuit against the Bozak and Dr. Grotch pending his PhD status. If won, you'll receive funds equal to or exceeding damages brought on by the emo yokon in the form of money, therapy, or 5 early 20-somethings knifing you so hard you explode back to your normal size. Charity, legal work, supporting podcasts, hemorrhaging money. Boy, what can't Steve F. do? Next up, Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour, the rightful Red Racer, but due to a clerical error on the star's behalf, he waits in the shadows while observing his team battle Bozak. However, with all of this in mind, does this mean Eric is the rightful big brother to Radietta? Well, if that's true, by the transitive property, that could only mean he's also the rightful heir to the fan belt fortune. Eric, I know you've resigned yourself to a life in the shadows, but sir, I implore you to reconsider. Do you know how much money someone needs to make a true-to-life transformer? Well, I don't see any Energon cubes floating around, so trillions. Billions of millions of dollars. Screw your pride, Eric. Get that Skrilla, baby. And finally, Alex Z, aka The Waz. Now, if you remember, last week we were worried her employees at Pegasus Auto would be poached by the Bozak to join the Zoku Ranger. But this week, the worry is the Waz being poached? That's right, with Zonetta being so unwilling to take over the family business and Radietta preoccupied making Necoformers, which in turn is making the business billions of millions of dollars. The Fan Belt Company pulled up Kaiju.com, it's a play on Monster.com, for potential outside candidates to run the business while Zonetta is away and Radietta is heading research and development for the business. So, of course, at the top of every search is the best boss I or anyone has ever had, that boss being the Waz. Fortunately for us, the Waz loves her job at Pegasus Auto, so she's here to stay. Also because her cat gets carsick, so a road trip across the galaxy in a top-down road cruiser would be disastrous to whatever poor interior had to endure that trip. And that is it. Thank you again to our $10 patrons, and if you'd like to be a $10 patron or even just a $1 patron, again, patreon.com/MLMpod. And I've been James, I think.
I'm Nicole.
And we've been Mostly Speakin' Sentai, a proud podcast partner of the Tokusatsu Network. Ooh, let's start doing that at the end. cap it off. Bye-bye now.
I'm spoken in prose, supposed to loathe chosen in a cloven omen. Frozen below the open ocean only slows my hope of imposing. Laughing the sick out of gushing scar, thinking about of a ruptured Trojan. Checking my dick like I'm rusting pod, keeping it going in cut with motion. Pain and razor blade, shredding up my hell dumb. Insane, I'm raising Cain, stepping up to self-harm. So I'm drug-laced and bug-chasing, sappy rot disease. Loving can't stop, won't stop, cause daddy got me pre-coming.
This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCullum. For more content, please visit mlmpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today.